8/9/2012, time 10:04 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, with the daily chart on the leader Philly Semiconductor Index. I will show you the stocks again. This is in that sector. And you have SanDisk in here, of course, and some of the older. You got Broadcom in here. You got AMAT in here. A lot of these had already got Texas Instruments had given their guidances over the last few quarters. So once again, you got Marvel, MRVL. Boy, I can't believe that thing's down to 1190, but it's been there before. They do recover. Intel. It's moved up in the world. KLAC 10 core still pumping at 53. Linear Technologies, LLTC. Okay, we know them all for years. So Alteria, ALTR, and Broadcom, of course. I can tell you, there are some leaders in here that we always trade. And it's a good gauge of our economy. Okay. So basically, I'll move that over there. Those are the individual equities, and we'll cover the index itself. Remember that semis lead rallies down, or bear rallies, and semis lead bull rallies as well. They always do. They always have in their own way, because if that sector is doing well, then they're shipping, producing, people are spending, upgrading, CapEx is at work, everything is working. Okay, within the sector, the reason why it's bullish is because people are looking at future semiconductor chips, new rollouts and product lines, various different things that will come to marketplace for distribution and profits. Once again, it's our privilege to bring to you that it's recovered extremely well off of this double bottom on this daily chart, with the 10-day moving average climbing. That's bullish. The 200-day moving average, it was well below it. And it finally has 3 days closing above the semi. 200-day simple moving average, the index here, semi. Now, let's take a look at this chart. This is standard deviation model, MMT, as you know. You will look in your MMT platform and run your indexes in there to get all your mathematical calculations and formulas. This is just a retail example of how we got up above the 10, how we broke above this 10-day moving average, how that was rising, it crossed over the 20, how they separated, how you got above the 200-day and you're at a major wall of resistance right where this trend started on a reversal downtrend that was shortable and names were going all the way down. And this was that bar right here. And we're right here at this level. That means that this trend line, as I take it all the way over here, is at the very bottom right here. Let's make that like a little X for us. Now, what we'll be watching, particularly going into September, we've had that longer right bottom breakout like we always do in these and have for many, many years. And we all know that when they get to a place of getting overbought, that they will have their correction. Let's forget about all of the fundamentals of the economy. It stinks and growth isn't there either, but it doesn't matter. What does matter is how the names marked themselves down during the earnings, took their guidances down, did everything that they could come in line to meet or beat current expectations, factoring in Europe and many, many other parts of the bigger puzzle that these companies have to deal with, and how they have to make themselves available to the shareholder for value. So basically, what I'm saying is, from a very short term, we're market makers and we do lots of other things. Here's 1, 2, 3, and we're on the 4th trading day above the 200-day simple moving average. Bullish breakout semiconductor index. There are various other ones that I can just show you within the same thing. This is the leader. These other ones here are different stocks. You know, the semiconductor capital equipment is another one, if I can pull the data for you. But there are other ones that we have in here. You have this one here, the device makers. I'm not able to pull up any data right there. However, we'll just focus on some of the symbols that I have in here. Here it is. You got Maximum, you got MCHP. Once again, you have the AMD guidances. Xilinx is in here. Okay, PMCS Sierra, Bellwether Qualcomm. How do they work that Chinese market and bring in more revenues? All right. That's what we're going to be looking at. Semiconductor capital equipment names that we love. Lam Research, LRCX, still holding up. Novellus and all these old ones from the old days, they're all gone. However, when we take a look at some of these, CYMI, KLAC 10 cores in here, so they're mixed components. Some are in there twice. This is the broader view of the GSTI semiconductor, and you have lots of the same names that are in the other ones now. But once again, there are some other ones in here that we always look at. CY hasn't been doing that well, but this one, CYMI, once again, it's in here. FCS, it's a semiconductor unit, but lots of them said lots of things during their earnings. Here's NVIDIA, okay? Rambus, the old days, SMTC, WFR is in here. That's a cheap little stock. Used to be a high flyer back in the day, right? So STEM Micro. So there are various different components, but once again, the feature always will be, and I'll end it this way, is going to be the chart, the SOXS.X. That's this one here that we just covered. So basically, this is the one that we put the emphasis on. We've had a great rally off of these bottoms. It's a counter trend. It's making higher highs, and it's an important piece of our economy and our worldwide growth.